Hello and welcome back to a new episode. This time I will be talking about how I dress when driving the motorcycle in the winter. Last week I talked about the equipment I use and I forgot to mention some things that should go with the equipment, I guess, because I don't use it when driving. But I have an extra gloves for cooking, repairing the kitchen stuff. Those are a bit less fragile than the one I use while driving. So that will be one thing. I also have a cap, an extra hat, and an extra neck gaiter. I don't use this while driving, so I guess should mention it last week. Also, I have an extra pair of thicker sock. So, let's go with the dressing. I already started. I have thin wool socks on me now. I have wool underwear. And this is a wool suit, net wool from Aclima. It has a lot of holes in it. I don't think you can see it from there. But the idea of that is to isolate a little bit better. This should be close to the skin, but I use one thin layer over or under this just to keep this a little bit more fresh driving for many days. But this is a suit, so I don't have any gap between the upper and lower body. And it looks like this. So this will be the base layer, I guess. Next thing I will use is a little thicker wool layer, starting with the pants, like this. And next thing will be shirt, same material, wool, merino wool. So here we go. Next thing will be synthetic fleece. So fleece pants. And I use this also because wool, I guess, is a little bit better, but a bit more fragile as well. So having a fleece layer over makes it less fragile. So also for the upper body. Something like this. And then I start having some protections. So first will be for the knees, just knee protector. For the knees, and next thing will be for the upper body. This is the jacket from Knox. It's a bit heavy, it's not that comfortable, I think, but it's a lot of protection. Better safe than sorry, I guess. When you get sweaty and you got sweat in the back and you leave it for the night, it will freeze. So it's pretty nasty to put it on in the morning. But yeah, adds a lot of protection. So a good thing to have. Over that, I have a extra wool shirt. And do like this, starting to be a bit toasty now. Here we go. Here we go. So yeah, now I look like a sheep. Next thing will be my down clothes. Down is very good isolation, but maybe not very wise if you're in a place where it can rain a lot and stuff. But since I'm going to North Scandinavia, it's very dry climate most of the time, so I use down. So first the down pants from mountain equipment, and next thing will be a jacket. And this is also from mountain equipment. It's the old Annapurna jacket. What's good about this one is that the hoodie you can remove. So you can use it during the evening and stuff when you are at camp. but you don't want it while driving, because if you have it together with a helmet, it will be pretty hard to turn your neck around. So, and that's pretty important to be able to look around. So I removed that when driving, but I have it with me because it's really nice to have in the camp. And then I look like this. Oh, I forgot. I also have the wool socks I mentioned before. I'll put them on now. I try at least. Something like that. Not the right order, but I think you get the hang of it. For the boots itself, I actually use a motorcycle boot for protection. This is from CD, Gore-Tex 1. This adds protection, but not a lot isolation. So I have an over boot combined with that one. And together it adds up pretty good. And then it looks like this. It's pretty heavy, but also a bit hard to change gear with it, but it's a warm combination and also a combination with a lot of protection, so pretty happy about this one. I'm not gonna put it on though. Also, we can start with the gloves. First layer will be a thin merino wool glove. On that I will have a thicker glove. This is from Nova, Gore-Tex 1. And on top of that I have an extra Gore-Tex layer that makes the isolation better and also a bit better from wind and rain and stuff. So then it looks like this. It's a bit hard to push the buttons on the bike, but you don't want to freeze on the fingers and the toes, so you have to keep them buried in a lot of layers, I guess. Also, for the top, I have one of those face masks. And it looks like this. And then the helmet over. It's important to drag this bit down a little bit so you don't get a glitch between the goggles, so you expose your skin. Then you will have a brain freeze very quickly. But this setup works well, for me at least. I do like this so you can hopefully hear me a little bit better. But those goggles are snow scooter goggles, so they have a lot of ventilation, which is important because you will have to fight fog during the winter. I don't want to have any batteries, heats and stuff and be dependent on that, so I use scooter goggles, and if I stand still it can fog pretty quick, but I always have them up here, start driving a little bit and then put them down, and when the air comes through the fog is not that big of a problem. So yeah, I am super toasty right now, but this is the clothes I'm using, and yeah, I guess it's a bit individual what you like and stuff, but this works for me at least. I hope you had some useful information. Next week I will be revealing some exciting news. I hope you join me then. And yeah, thank you for watching. Take care.